So to start with the Qigong, we're going to have the left foot forwards, the right foot back. The feet are relatively parallel. We're going to have the elbows over the knees and the hands are just going to be out in front of the body. So you want to keep these hands at about solar plex height. So you do have a little bit more tension in the shoulders, but we're starting from this on guard position, and that way we're not going to be dealing with too much momentum when we come into this first monkey retreats to the cave. So from this position here, we're just going to start with the breathing. We're going to just breathe in and out through the nose. We're going to have the tongue rested on the hard palate. You're going to stretch the palms when you breathe in, and you're going to just contract the palms when you breathe out. So you have this opening and closing of the palm, just ever so slightly, and that's just going to help the breath feel a little bit more alive before you start the form. Now from this position, we're going to breathe 3 times. So in breath, out breath, 3 times all the way through. Then we take the 4th in breath. And then on the out breath, we're going to do the first 2 movements. The posture is called monkey retreats to the cave. And you'll see this in the Bagua circular form as well. So from this position here, we're going to make a small hop backwards, but we don't want to be bringing the weight forwards to lift the leg back and then move. So from this position here, you can see that the weight's predominantly on this right leg. And we're going to breathe the 4th breath. You're just going to pick up the right leg and just push the foot back. With this left foot, you're just going to be pushing forwards into the floor, and that's going to propel your body backwards. So you breathe in, and then out, and then it's just a very small hop, so probably about 6 inches. You don't want to travel too far. The further you travel, the harder it is to regain your balance for then coming forwards. We're going to have the left hand in this position that's the same as the hawk position as well. So it's going to be thumb and ring finger, and then the other fingers are just pointing forwards. So as you pull the hand back, you're going to be drawing that hand back towards your cheek. And if you look, it has to be slightly off the center line. So we start with the hands on the center line, then as we hop backwards, the body travels directly backwards, but the left hand is just going to kick out to the side slightly. The right hand is going to track the movement of the left elbow. So when the hand comes in towards the cheek, you're going to draw that right hand back with it. So from here, you're going to hop. And then as soon as you compress into that position, you're going to spring forwards and take that slap step as you slam forwards with that finger jab to the eyes or to the neck. Now, after we've done monkey retreats to the cave and followed it up with this finger jab moving forwards, we go into white snake wraps around, which is another posture that we see in the circular form and the full animal form as well. So as we've gone forwards, we're going to turn this left toe in. So that's going to bring the weight a little bit more centrally, still slightly further towards the back, because when we spin, we want to push from that leg. So we want to have the weight loaded into the right, so as we spin backwards, it allows us to travel with a bit more power. So after we finished our finger jab coming forwards, we're going to place the right heel down and then just turn that left toe in. So we're in almost like a cramped horse stance. So there's a lot of squeezing of the quad here. So as the hand comes back in towards the head after the finger jab, you're going to roll up the elbow and then stick the right hand behind the back onto the kidneys. Now this loads the position ready for drilling palm that we're going to do moving out. So I'll do this from the other side so you can see the position of the hands. So we poke forwards, place the right foot down onto the floor, turn the left toes in, bring the hand to the forehead, twist the waist and place that right hand onto the kidneys, and now we're ready to go into drilling palm. So in order to generate the power from drilling palm, you need to travel in a straight line. With our waist turned over to the right, that helps us to load the power into the right leg. Then we're going to push from the right leg, and we're going to push the right fingers towards the direction we're going. So we push. The left hand is going to sit just in front of the center of the chest again, and you're going to have this pulling and pushing of the palm. which means that you're going to get that tension build up and release with it too. So as we spin, there's just a slight flex on the end of the palm, and we stretch and pull with the left. So moving from drilling palm, we're going to bring the weight forwards on the rebound, and we strike forwards with the left palm. So that's why we want to set the tension into both hands, so we have the movement where we go one, so that the rebound of the left hand comes straight forward to take over that trap. We're going to strike the other arm off, and then come in with the high strike with the back of the palm, and that's going to go to the eye socket or to the temple. Now from here, there's a very small hooking of the hand. So we're going to move from the face to the back of the neck, and that allows us to trap the head in for our next movement, which is going to be this elbow rolling over the top. So the whole sequence, as we drop in, one, we widen the right foot ever so slightly. That just allows the hips to turn and deliver the power. So as we open the right leg, we strike over the top, drawing the right hand in, and then the right hand delivers the power as we roll and drop that elbow. So we strike into the eye socket or to the temple, then the hand, a little circle as we grab round to the back of the head, and then we make a very small shuffle as we narrow the stance and slam that elbow into the palm. Now from here, we're thinking of trapping ahead. So from here, we want to shake. And the shake is more of a waist development tool, so being able to generate power with very little movement. So once we trap the head in between the elbow and the palm, the shake of the waist just helps us to almost drag at the neck and cause more damage before we move off. So after we strike in, there's a small left, right, center shake. We drop the elbows and cross. At the same time, we're going to turn the right toes in. Again, this squeezes the quad and brings the energy up from the legs. The elbows drop in as we turn all the way to the opposite side. Now, with the hands set, ready to strike, we have all the tension locked in with this left leg. If you lean on it, there's a lot of potential energy here ready to be released. So all we're going to do, without moving the weight back over to the right, we squeeze and sink over that left leg. Now, if I pick up my left leg here, my body automatically releases that energy. So it straightens the hips up and it drags my body around, which is the start of the movement ready for monkey offering the fruit. As the hands travel across, we bring the weight over the left leg here. We release the catch, which is the left foot, and that springs us forwards ready to strike with the monkey offering the fruit posture. Now from here, we've technically finished the entire form. So what we're going to do is we're going to reset for side number 2. So all we need to do is take a big step back with the left leg, press the hands down, and then we recenter our energy ready to go on the other side. So this might take just a minute or two, but as soon as you finish with that monkey offering the fruit here, you take a nice slow movement back, step with the left leg, settle into the arms. Again, you might not find that posture straight away, but after a few breaths, you settle. And then as soon as you've got your Qigong working, you can then start the second side. So,